Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of you, and peace out to the rest of you. Hit the share button because the message is more important than the messenger. So, April Mason quit the matchmaking business. Pay attention to that. When a lot of you first heard about this, either from Obsidian or from Mr. Anderson, let's be honest. This reminded you of a similar situation from several years back. Now pay attention to two things, not just the fact that these two are from the same city. Rebecca Lynn Pope and April Mason both were in the matchmaking business in Atlanta and they quit. But pay attention to the fact that that city should have been the city in which men would have had the least to worry about, the best odds, because the men are outnumbered by the women by so much in the Atlanta area, are they not? I've been there before. The men in the Atlanta area, especially young black men, are so outnumbered. And I'm going to tell you, I lived there from the middle 90s onward until I left the United States, with about a 14-month time in which I didn't live there. And then about a half a year in which I didn't live there. I lived back in my hometown. Then I went back and lived another half year in the Atlanta area and left. I never really liked Atlanta as an adult. I still don't. Atlanta as an adult sucks. My college years were okay. First one was great. My last one was great. But after that, it pretty much sucked. I just didn't go back to my hometown because I thought my hometown had even less to offer. Looking back, I realized that was a mistake. I would have been better off in my hometown, I think. Atlanta has been a piece of crap, and I'm gonna tell you what, specifically when it comes to the mating market. And again, I'm for marriage, but even for that, it sucks, and I'll tell you why. For the man, it sucks. Because in Atlanta, if you are in fact a single man, instead of being treated like you are any kind of a prize, like you're even worthy, let alone a prize, you are treated as a suspect. Why are you single? So they're looking for single men, obviously, but then they suspect the single men they find. And a lot of women in Atlanta have said at the jobs I've worked at that they actually like married men more because married men will talk to you. Wait a minute. Why would a single man be more talkative to women if all that's going to do is get him labeled an over-anxious, desperate, thirsty creep and pervert? Why? Well, a single man will talk to you. Oh God, here we go with that again. It's the fact that, they'll say, I'm sorry, a married man. They say a married man will talk to you. In the end, it boils down to the fact that he's married, because a single man that talks to women learns to stop talking unless he's spoken to first. You'll learn that if you live in Atlanta. A lot of you men listening are in Atlanta, and some of y'all are single, and you know what the hell you know what I'm talking about because you've lived it before. I did too, from the middle 90s onwards. It sucks. Major eggs. Thinking you're gonna make it. You can't. Never could. Because the job market discriminates against you if you're a straight black male. Guess who works a lot of the HR departments in the Atlanta area? The sisters. So you go in there and you're a straight black man and you interview. I'm gonna tell you now, if it ain't another brother interviewing you, you toast. That's how that works. If the job is worth anything, you're toast. That's how that works. Normally, the successful brothers that do work there transfer there with jobs from elsewhere, or they started a business and it took off. Rather, they transferred the business or started it there. And usually, for black men to succeed at a business they start, it's better if either the business just makes more money than people know, or they have some sort of front man. They have a way that people don't know that they're the owners. Black business owners in general tend to succeed more when they don't let anybody know it's theirs. That's the other thing. That's just something that happens throughout in general. My mother has friends who own their own businesses and they had to do that. I'm going to tell you straight. Atlanta will press down hard if you are a straight black man. There are plenty of jobs, but they ain't the best. Well, I mean, there were. I don't know what it is now. So you got to understand that the same sisters that want you to be super balling and loaded are discriminating against you in the job market. Same ones. That lady that interviews you from HR for that nice job and she will not hire you for that is single, and she's mad because of the men that don't make more than she does, even though she's steadily turning down brothers for these jobs. Unless, of course, the brothers got a bent wrist. You know, then, yeah, sure, why not? Because she knows how Massa feels. And she's gatekeeping for Massa. She knows how he feels. She knows what kind of brothers he don't mind having in office. And self-assertive heterosexual black men are not welcome. And they know it. And they're not going to bring a bunch of them in. End of story. That's the end of it. That's Atlanta for you. And I'm going to tell you straight, gentlemen, you just got exonerated. If you're one of them non-select men in the Atlanta area, all that means is that you're a normal guy. You don't have to be a bum. You ain't got to be a baller. You're a normal man. That automatically disqualifies you. You'd have had a better chance if you were an outright bum, but you were street thug in the process. Now, if that was the case, you probably would have more appeal. See, I was friends with a lot of these ladies in Atlanta for a while, and I saw the dysfunction. Gorgeous, get operations and get just the right shape with the operations, and then still go to the gym and eat right and that sort of thing. I've been friends with them, and what I've come to understand is that they are hiding serious, major flaws. And every single one of the flaws they bring is a reason for a man to be disqualified, and they would do the disqualifying. Apartments, junky as all get out. If yours was as junky, ew. They disqualify you. Terrible social skills. They'll turn around and disqualify you, but they got terrible social skills. I kid you not. Your breath charge and it's theirs. They will do that specifically. Eat garlic and onions and then tell you your breath is funky. That's who they are. That's how they are. They suck. And I want you to understand that these are the same ones going to Rebecca Lynn Pope. They were, then she stopped, and they went to April Mason. These are the same ones that are going to Nicole Michelle, who actually is only in the business because she has the same attitude as her clients. If they making less than $100K a year, they dusty. Same thing. You've been exonerated, gentlemen. Even if you are actually financially a bum, they would never know. You'd have no way of finding out. You not being a baller would mean that they look at you as a bum and say that about you and convince themselves and tell themselves this, and then they walk off. So understand, if you live in North Georgia, not just Atlanta, but if you live in North Georgia, anywhere in which Atlanta is the closest urban center to you, then you might as well go ahead and understand. You might as well go ahead and realize you just got exonerated. Take it as an exoneration. If you want to get in circles and discuss this issue, don't let anybody ever shame you again. You just mad because you didn't, and then whatever they fill in the blank with after that, just say, but that makes me normal. What do you mean? Because I didn't do X, Y, and Z, that makes me normal. That's most men. What are you talking about? I'm mad because of the deception. I'm mad because of the lying. I'm mad because of the insistence that a man be out of a woman's league before she gives him a chance. That's what I'm upset about. Don't let him shame you anymore. In the Atlanta area, no, don't let him do that. A lot of these ladies were with outright bums in their hometowns, according to them. They go to Atlanta and then they want a baller. Now they already outnumber the men. Then they want to insist that he be a baller. Bruh. That's Atlanta for you. Understand that. April did what she did. Quit that business because she didn't have a choice. That's Atlanta. And Atlanta was supposed to be one of the best places for men when it came to that. So if Atlanta is that bad, I don't have to tell you what other places are like, wherein the population difference between adult men and adult women are closer together. You understand what you've been up against now? Gentlemen, for those of you that were non-select, it was never your fault from jump. Don't ever forget that. You have no accountability to take for anything except for the times you've made yourself too easy and too available. And if you're not one of those that has made that mistake, you have no accountability to take. There are men who do have to take accountability for other things. They're not on social media. They're not listening. They're out there looking for and finding the next victim. So they're there, but they're not going to hear this message unless you share it with them. But as for you that are hearing this without anybody sending you the link, yeah, you just got exonerated for the second time in a row. Because if two of them are doing this in Atlanta, they can't get the women to drop unreasonable standards in Atlanta, when the pickings are already slim by their own admission. There's nothing anybody can do anywhere else. Leave them be. If you live in Atlanta, then understand, all you need to do is if you can make money, go ahead and stay there to make money, to save it, so that one day you can catch MARTA. After you sold everything you can't take with you, you then catch a ride to on MARTA to the airport and catch that international flight and fit the guck out. Like I did. Thank you for listening. Black heart, black mind, blackout. And now you know why I say black heterosexual non-select male power, just because they don't like it, and black patriarchy until extinction or judgment day.